Dylan Beatrice.
And I'm Mason Bryan.
And this is your AHS News. Today will be cloudy with a high of 21 and a low of 5. It might be getting a little warmer, but keep wearing those coats. The rest of the week is going to be cold and cloudy.
Today for lunch, we're having arroz con pollo.
If you need a prom dress, there is a free prom dress event in Greenfield on February 3rd and 4th.
Attention all students. If you'd like the opportunity to be featured on our Instagram page, stay alert during lunches for a chance to become our Student of the Week.
Now on to Lily Abbott with some military interviews.
Hi, I'm Lily Abbott here with Tribecast, and I'm here with Sergeant First Class McCoy, the U.S. Army recruiter, and we're going to be talking about the Army entertainment trailer and why he's here at AHS.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
What brings the Army to our school, and how do you choose activities for students to engage with?
All right, so today, so in my battalion, the things I do, we're in recruiting, of course. So we select different schools. The most targeted schools that we have is Anderson. One of our most targeted schools is Anderson. So today we have the pleasure of having the Army entertainment trailer, and we choose them randomly depending on availability from our truck drivers. So that's what brings us here today, and that's the asset that we have here today for the students.
So can you explain more of what you guys brought with you and why you brought it? What is the importance of what's going on?
It's nothing that's really, I wouldn't say it's an importance. It's more of just getting the students on the asset. We have a simulation, 4 different simulations on this asset trailer. We have one drunk driving goggles, so you can put your driving goggles on and you simulate being like drunk or impaired off different things. We have a roller coaster ride, so you put the goggles on and it's simulating you going through a roller coaster. I just did that one. It's actually pretty fun. And then we have a simulation of shooting a 240, which is one of our machine guns. So and the gun actually looks like an actual machine gun that will be used in the Army in real life.
Can you share specific goals of going school to school and what you're doing today, and if you have different goals from this school to the next?
Yes, of course. So every school has basically the same goal in terms of Army recruiting, right? Our goal is to be out front, be able to show everybody who we are, and just explain the Army, and so we can get people interested in joining the Army, if I'm being completely honest.
So how would a student go about joining the Army, and what are the requirements per se?
So if a student wants to join the Army, first thing first is to contact myself. I am the recruiter for the school for the active Army Reserves. That's first and foremost. Being a high school graduate is one of the requirements. You have to meet all medical, moral, and physical requirements. So you have to have a 31 or better on the ASVAB. I think that used to be a pathway in Indiana. I think they took that away, but that is a prerequisite. And then you have to meet all medical qualifications.
Thank you. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
I don't. I just want to say thank you for having me today. Thank you for the interview. It's my first time being interviewed, and hopefully you guys can make this interview look good.
All right.
Thank you.
And on to Kyan Stanley with today's Daily Playbook.
Thank you, Mason. I'm Kyan Stanley with today's Daily Playbook. The girls' JV and varsity basketball teams have an away game against McCutcheon High. They start at 6 and 7:30. The boys' freshman, JV, and varsity are playing away games against William Henry Harrison High. They start at 6:30 and 8, respectively. Now on to tomorrow's games. The girls' JV and varsity basketball teams are playing away games against Logansport. They start at 12 and 1:30. The boys' freshman, JV, and varsity are playing away games against Tippecanoe Valley. They start at 6 and 7:30. If you want to know when these events start, or you just want to stay up to date on sporting events, go to ahsathletics.net or the anderson.indians page on Instagram.
Hello and welcome to Hotspot Events, where we cover world and local news. I'm Danny Hatt. Today we are covering the Iowa caucuses, showing Donald Trump winning the caucuses because of him having an iron grip on the voters with speeches and an overall good connection with the citizens of Iowa. Some sources have said that the results of the caucuses were very predictable due to his claim that he won the 2020 election. In second place was Florida Senator Ron DeSantis and former United States Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, taking the third place. Many were surprised with the turnout, especially with the weather and the negatives and snow blocking many places to vote. And now on to some local news. From Alabama, a 42-year-old man crashed his car into the building, then took off all of his clothes and jumped into the water. Witnesses say he was in there for about 5 minutes before police showed up. On to our final piece is the NFL playoffs. The teams that made it to the playoffs are the Green Bay Packers, Houston Texans, Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, Detroit Lions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, San Francisco 49ers, and the Baltimore Ravens, with the games happening this weekend. We here at Tribecast wish them all good luck, except me. And always remember, forever proud, forever strong, forever Indians.